Hi you guys, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll wait for a couple of you to jump on. Welcome to my kitchen. We're in my kitchen. This is my Christmas tree. This is my grandma plant. I'll tell you that story another day. So I want to talk to you guys about my hair. This has been a topic of conversation lately, and so instead of me getting back to all of the comments and questions, I figured I'll do a Facebook Live and I'll also upload it to thanks, Crystal. I'll upload it to YouTube so this can sit there as well. But I wanted to share with you my sea salt spray recipe. So I used to be super self-conscious of my hair. I literally did not like it. I did not like it curly. I did not like it when it air dried. But this is the thing. I've been on a quest to grow my hair back because about 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, I lost so much hair. And you guys have probably heard this story. I actually have a another hair care rant video that I did on why, but I was vegan for about 4 years. It wasn't right for my body. I lost a ton of hair. I messed up my hormones and I did everything I could to bring my hair back. And one of the, hey guys, Goshen, Indiana. So good to see you. I had lost so much of my hair, and so I've been on this mission to let my hair air dry, stop the processing, and stop the air, like the blow drying the heat, and just kind of accept my natural curl and wave. And I used to, like I said, I used to hate it. I was the one that would straighten my hair every single day, and it's just not healthy for it. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I did to grow my hair back. Now, I want to tell you that I'm now, like, it's been a year and a half of me using certain products on my scalp, taking certain supplements internally, and doing this method of letting my hair air dry for my hair to actually start growing back. So I lost a lot of my hair right on the sides of my head. It started to, I would literally lose handfuls of it when I would wash my hair. And you can see now, like, there's like, this is how long most of my baby hairs are, and like around my ears they're starting to grow back. Like, they're still a bit shorter than the rest, but they used to be like tiny, and I was so self-conscious about it. So I air dry it now just to kind of bring it back to health. Hi everyone. So now that there's a lot more of you on, let's get into, what do you guys want to know about first? How I prevent more hair loss and grow my hair back? Or do you want the sea salt spray right now, or do you want to talk about what I take internally to keep my hair growing back? Which do you want to know about first? Let's start with the hair growing back. I'm going to tell you my little secret on what I do to let the curls, okay, the spray, we'll start with the spray. This is my secret. I work with this tiny little bottle. This is what I make my sea salt spray in. So all that's in here, this has lasted me probably about three stylings with this little spray bottle. So this is how I can regulate exactly how much goes in. So I fill the water up. This is a 50 mil bottle of, it was AG product from long ago. I fill it up to, almost full of warm water. Now this is all I do. I take some sea salt and I put a teaspoon of sea salt into this tiny little 50 ml bottle. So I'll put 1 teaspoon of sea salt into warm water. And now sometimes what I like to do, some people will say, like on Pinterest, to add some hair gel. I'll tell you what, I don't want to put any product on my hair. No hairspray, no hair gel, none of that. I have this belief that for some reason it's just not going to do my hair any good. I also have this belief that I don't want anything touching my skin. I'm panicked about having like non-natural, I don't know, like hairsprays and stuff, like tackiness touching my skin because I don't want it to break out. I've had horrendous acne in my past and I'm like, never again. So I do everything I can to keep this as natural as possible. So, but what sometimes I will do, yes, a teaspoon of sea salt in warm water, 3/4 of a 50 ml bottle of warm water. That's right. I will take a couple drops of this rose hair elixir, which I got from the Innate Life. It smells beautiful. It smells like rose. I'll put sometimes a couple of drops of oil in my sea salt spray if I feel my hair is kind of dry. You will know. Some people like to put argan oil in there as well. Some people like to scrunch it through after. This time around, I did not add any oil into it because I actually do something else to put some moisture back in if I feel I need it after. So I'll share with you what that is. And then what I add into this mixture are some essential oils. I love the scent of oils in my hair. So I love putting peppermint in this sea salt spray mixture. Peppermint in here. Geranium oil, beautiful. Sometimes I put geranium in there too. Sometimes I'll just add rosemary. Rosemary is my key to hair growth. I'll talk about what I apply on my scalp after this. Something maybe like citrus bliss. I even like peppermint and ylang ylang in my sea salt spray mixture. I was gonna bring down, I had bought a sea salt spray from the Tone It Up line. They make their sea salt spray, the base of it's coconut water, and I had tried it, and I need to try it again because I actually couldn't tell if it caused me to break out or not. So I'm not gonna like refer it, but I'm just gonna say that I did like the texture it left with my hair. So now let's talk about how we actually apply this sea salt spray so you don't get crunchy hair. Because the last thing you want, I talked about this on my last Facebook Live, is when I had a perm back when I was 16, I wanted the wet look. I wanted the curls to be like crunchy. We don't want that now. We just want it to be like soft but still curly. So this is my trick that I will share to you guys. If you have naturally curly hair, yes, this is the trick. So you wash your hair, right? You're doing the whole wash process. Hey, Rye, we're talking about hair. We're talking about sea salt spray. Ryan does not do this. He has crunchy hair. I have to check this. Okay, this is middle school hair. Yes, we don't want middle school hair. I know. A crunchy perm. No crunchy perm. No. So this is what we do. You wash your hair, right? So you're shampooing it. I shampoo it twice. I use a tiny little bit of shampoo and I just focus on my scalp. I actually don't bring the shampoo through the rest of my hair. I don't want it to over dry or strip any of the natural, everyone's saying, Ryan, just stripping the natural oils from the hair. So then after I rinse out 2 shampoos, I will turn the water to cold and I'll apply a generous amount of conditioner to my hair and I let it sit there for 1 minute to 2 minutes. Then I run cold water through my hair and then that's it. I do not towel dry it anymore. You don't want it to be frizzy. You want these curls, if you have natural curls, you want these curls to stay as intact as possible, right? So then what I do, when my hair's still flipped over, I take my sea salt spray and I spray the F out of my hair while it's still wet. So why cold? I've done research that the cold locks in the hydration to your hair. The hot opens up pores, so you might end up with frizzier hair. So I like more of a not frizzy. So I'll lock it in with cold. It closes the pores of the hair and keeps the hydration from the conditioner locked in. Yep, exactly, Robin, thank you. Robin's like, she's on point all the time. Okay, so then I spray the F out of my hair with the sea salt spray. This is where Lori, I know, this is where I know that when you're not messing up with naturally wavy hair and you want a beachy look, you sprayed it all down and it's on like wet hair. I just kind of wring it out, and I didn't bring it with me. This is where I take things a little extreme. I do not scrunch it with a towel. Sometimes after I get out of the hair, and I do not comb it. I used to comb it with a wide tooth comb. I don't do any of that anymore. I literally just kind of shake my hair around after I've sprayed it, and then, this is the key, don't scrunch it with a towel. That's gonna make you frizz monster. What you can do is, what I do is I buy the good paper towel from Costco, and it comes in you can make it whatever size you want, and I just do the tiny little size, and I take a paper towel and I just kind of like scrunch the dampness out of it, and then I reuse my paper towel because it's the good kind, it doesn't break. So then I let it dry and I go back and I use it again later on or for my next wash. Now, I only wash my hair like once every 4 to 5 days. 4 to 5 days. You guys are so funny. So that, and then I just let it dry. Now I've learned a trick here in the last few days that has helped me, because sometimes, yeah, a paper towel. Sometimes your hair will fall flat. So what you can do when it's drying is like pin it up you know, before you go on camera, pin it up when it's drying, and then you just let it air dry. Now at night, people want to know at night, do I leave it down when I sleep? No, I look like a crazy person when I sleep. I actually pin the top up to the top of my head with a clip, and then I put the rest into a loose braid so it doesn't get all frizzy, or like I sleep on it and it loses its bounce. I kind of keep it in a loose braid. Yeah, I know. Washing your hair less is good. So people ask me all the time, well, how do you do it? How does it not go greasy? You train your hair, right? You train your hair. So the more you go into washing it, it actually produces more oil. So it's going to be a period of where it is kind of greasy the first time you don't wash it every day. And I've been like this just because I hated drying my hair for so long. I just washed it every few days. And I make my own dry shampoo recipe as well. And then when it's dry the next day, or when I need an extra boost, I'll take something like rose or jasmine, something that's fractionated with coconut oil, and I'll rub it in my hand, and I'll add that as a serum to my hair to keep it from being so like frizzy, or to keep the curl intact. So that's my sea salt spray recipe. Now so Connie doesn't use shampoo. There you go. No poo method. Let's talk about the hair growth, like what you can add to your scalp. Okay. So rosemary essential oil is incredible to stimulate hair growth. And so I like to add, what about when you work out and sweat into your hair every day? Help me, Chris. Okay. Well, I don't sweat profusely, to be honest. I don't. So it's like I don't get super sweaty. I don't know, use dry shampoo. Use dry shampoo. I've tried the no poo method. It does not work for me, but I just know not to wash my hair every day. I make my own dry shampoo. I'll post one of my blog post recipes below for that. Try putting it on before you go to the gym. Yes. Okay. See, Marcia says she's been using the cedarwood and rosemary that I recommended and can tell a huge difference in her hair growth. Yes. So rosemary hair on your scalp mixed with cedarwood. I like to add in arbor vitae. Now, this is not, when you Google it, arbor vitae is not going to come up as the hair growth essential oil. I actually did some deep research on Chinese medicine on what I could do to grow my hair back. This is how desperate I was and how heartbroken I was when I looked in the mirror and judged myself for like half my hair being missing from being vegan, and stressed and hormone issues. So arbor vitae is what Chinese medicine, they say to add to your hair. It's the best oil for it. So I mix it in with rosemary, cedarwood, arbor vitae, and lavender. Sometimes I even like to add peppermint in there because I like the tingle. I like the tingle. I feel like it's working. I feel like it's stimulating. So that's what I do. And I apply 2 drops of each into my hand. I'll take my fingertips and I'll just rub it on my scalp, really focusing on the areas that I need more hair growth and more volume. And I'll rub it like all around where I need it the most. And adding iodine to your supplements help your hair growth too. I've heard that. I've heard that. I've been on a strict regimen. I know that also I eat more protein now. I see a naturopath who told me to not be on a vegan diet, so I've been upping my protein. Obviously, I haven't been vegan for years. And then, yeah, thyroid issues. So I've heard mixed reviews on taking iodine if you have a thyroid issue, which I have worked on healing myself with essential oils. But the other thing I want to talk about is remember that any stress, so adrenal fatigue is a popular thing that causes a lot of hair loss. It causes you to be anxious and stressful. And then for anything to do with adrenal fatigue is I like to use rosemary, geranium, and citrus bliss, these 3 oils, and I'll put them on the bottom of my feet every single day. I love the scent of these together. They're so great. You can put them down your spine for your nervous system. And then also for stress, because stress has kind of been like my thing tied in with my diet and my hormones that I found was just really aggravating for my hair, is Console. So let me back up. The whole reason I even started with essential oils is for my hair. And I don't know if you guys know that. I had no intention to even build this business. And I started because I was devastated that I was losing my hair, and something intuitively said, I haven't been on medication for probably over 10 years. And I had got to a point where I'd gone to my naturopath, and she's like, you need to eat grass-fed, grass-finished beef 3 times a week. You need to do all the stuff to grow your hair back. And I kept thinking, there has to be something that I can be working with that is 100% natural and super, super potent that I can be applying to my scalp, or that I can be working with to calm my anxiety, regulate my hormones, like all the stuff that was happening. And I actually got started on oils just because I wanted something. I wanted rosemary. I wanted to rub my scalp with something so my hair grew back. And then lo and behold, here I am, just a short while later, a leader in the oils. So yeah, that's kind of my backstory. But that's why I got started. It was because this hair thing was really devastating to me. And this is why I'm very passionate about my hair nowadays, and why I'm letting it air dry so it grows back. Yep, keep sharing. This is the biggest thing I can talk about business. So talking about mindset. Mindset played a huge role in my hair all the time. And thank God for Ryan, who you just saw. I would be like devastated and trying to control my hair and control my fear over it, and cry every time I put it in a ponytail or wash my hair, and so much hair came out. And he'd always tell me to focus on what I want and keep my mindset focused on that, which is more hair growth or thick hair, and repeat my affirmations to myself. And I used to do this when my skin was really bad too, is I would put in earbuds and listen to myself telling myself that you have clear glowing skin, even when in reality at the time I didn't, but I was just recreating more of it. And so I've gotten to this place that I am able to talk like to myself about how thick my hair is, and how beautiful it is. And even on days that I may not totally believe it, I know that it's still working. And it's better of thinking like, oh God, it sucks so bad, or wherever my train of thought went before. And I was thinking about this today when I thought about I was going to do this Facebook Live for you, because my inbox got full of messages over the last week of people saying, what is the SeaSalt spray you're talking of? How do I make it? And I'm like, I'm just going to do a Facebook Live on it. But I was thinking of how this exact same belief system of what you're telling yourself, if it's your hair, if it's your skin, if it's your body, and how you're not exactly happy with where it is right now, it all comes down to a decision. Or your business, or your bank account. If you're not where you want to be right now, it all comes down to a decision. And that's you reclaiming the power over whatever you're struggling with, and not falling victim into what you're facing right now, and saying, how can I solve this? How can I listen to my intuition and move through this? Do I need certain essential oils to grow my hair back? Or what does my intuition tell me? Like, it's telling me that I can do this in a natural way. So where do I need to go online to research this? Who do I need to reach out to? Thank God I reached out to my upline now, Ange Peters, who was able to share with me some of the products that would be able to help with my hair and my skin. She actually helped me with, I don't know where it is. Let me find it one sec. I carry it with me in my handbag. Okay. She actually helped me with talking about how hair health is linked to your hormones, right? So I went through a whole hormone balancing protocol with Clary Calm, which I don't have with me. It's like in a roller bottle like this. And she told me to rub it on my abdomen twice a day for 30 days to get my hormones back in balance, and to also take the phytoestrogen supplements, to take all the bad estrogen out of your body. And that's what I was like, that was what was going on with me. Also, I wasn't absorbing my nutrition properly because I had a lot of gut issues due to probably not eating properly for years, and also food allergies and stress, all of that stuff. So I actually take a digestive enzyme now, and that supports me too. So I've incorporated this whole new lifestyle. So there's not just one thing, I don't think just rubbing rosemary essential oil on your hair is going to be the be-all end all for your hair growth. I actually think it's a whole lifestyle overhaul. And some other things that I know that work for me are the doTERRA supplements, the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I take 4 a day of each, and that's helped me too at a cellular level. Robin, I've been using rosemary in my eyebrow gel and mascara. My eyebrows are finally growing back. I just saw that on somewhere someone shared that. That's amazing. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to put some in my mascara. I also heard lavender in your mascara too helps the hair growth. Yeah, Trisha, I love the Lifelong Vitality Pack. These supplements are infused with whole foods, all the vitamins and minerals that you need, but also essential oils like frankincense. You guys do your own research. I can't tell you what frankincense does for certain things because that's not like compliant to me. You go do your own research and then you come back to me. If you do not have frankincense in your life and if you're not taking frankincense internally, go do yourself a favor and read about good quality frankincense. None of the stuff that you're going to get at the store, you cannot take that internally, but go research. You'll be mind blown. Oh my God, Robin, this is amazing. I'm going to do this. Yeah, diet, managing your stress. I also believe this, and this might sound crazy, when my relationship with myself through spirit, through divine, awakening my inner goddess completely changed how I viewed myself and my body. And I actually believe that that's the foundation for everything, is you have to have a foundation of self-love. And the way you have a foundation of self-love is you know that you don't need to be stuck in fear. You don't need to be stuck in a limiting mindset. You don't need to be stuck in all this stuff and financial struggles and a crappy job. And the way that you do that and you set yourself free is knowing that you're not alone, that you have choice, that you're working with someone. There's a collective energy here that you can tap into that is giving you opportunity. It's just your mind that is shutting it down. Just a drop of each, lavender and rosemary. Got it. The nutrients you take, do they contain any grains? What I eat, I do not eat grains. Rarely do I eat grains. So also, this is another thing, is we have to remember that our bodies know best the diet we should be on at this time. I'm not saying it's forever. I just know if I eat grains, my stomach is not happy, my skin is not happy. My naturopath has been teaching me to eat like our ancestors would have ate. And back then she says that they wouldn't have been able to cook grains. So eating very high vegetable, some fruit, I try to eat as low sugar as possible, higher protein, and I don't know. I also know for me, I can't drink a lot of smoothies or eat a lot of raw vegetables. It's just not the best for me. I just don't absorb it the best, especially during the winter time. Any other questions? Okay. Carrie, I have to wash my hair every other day. I'm soaked after my workout. Yes, some of you do probably way better at workouts than I do to sweat it out. Okay, does anybody else have any questions? So we talked about my hair SeaSalt spray, how I do it so you don't get crunchy hair. Once you wash your hair, you just literally let it dry, and it's gonna dry into the perfect wave that is yours. Sometimes through the day I'll just kind of scrunch it up, but I don't ever brush it or anything. I want it to be as natural looking and soft looking. And then I just flip it around, to whatever part I want. That's the beautiful thing of letting your hair air dry. You can flip it to either side, but when I straighten it, it's kind of stuck to one side. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions about hair, essential oils, mindset? I'll come back tomorrow and talk more about any other questions that you guys have. In the meantime, I'll come back and I'll answer any of these questions if you have, want to know more about oils or anything to do with growing your hair back or your overall health. Just let me know. I'm happy to get you started. One last thing, the doors are open to the Goddess Boss Academy. So if you want to be joining us on that, it's a 30-day program. Reach out to me as well. We start November the 27th. This is all about mastering your mindset to achieve your goals with tuning more in. We're going to bring more of a spiritual component in. That's what people are telling me they want, is they want to learn how they can create a life that they love without force and in flow, and that's with spirit. So we'll be talking a lot about A Course in Miracles stuff, and these are all the principles that I use for my health. It's not just for my money, and it's for my relationships, my health, my business, my growth. It's all the same thing. What is, all the same thing. Yeah, Holly, I hear you, girl. The hair. We got this. Awesome. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and go make some sea salt spray, let your hair air dry. Send me a picture. I'm super excited.